Tonight, I play Quest for Al-Qaeda. Nick and Ron do their own thing. And Donnie lurks. So, you might be wondering, who is Jesse Petrilla? Now, Jesse Petrilla is a game developer, and he wrote a book, apparently. And this Jesse Petrilla cinematic universe is probably one of the best cinematic universe, comparing to Matt's cinematic universe and the Deuteronomy cinematic universe, the Saint Chief cinematic universe. And basically, there's the Jesse Petrilla trilogy, the games he's most known for, which in release order goes Quest for Al-Qaeda, Quest for Saddam, and then Quest for Bush, which isn't actually made by him, but it's a mod. So let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so this is actually my third recording since I messed it up again. This time I can actually listen. It starts with this intense menu, and there's only one mission, the quest. Run, shoot, break a sweat, die or sum up, wahahaha. I pick break a sweat since I am not very good at Duke Nukem 3. I didn't actually know this was a Duke Nukem mod, because Jesse Petrilla made Duke Nukem mods. He made, what, I think like 3 or 4, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff he made, man. This is one of the things. They basically just go around, you kill people, and then this is where they start playing the funny radio gag. I try to break open these boxes and we have anything. I want to get some ammo, so maybe I can actually play the game properly. By the way, this is all using arrow keys. I mean, obviously it's Duke Nukem. Let's see some guy running it, and he says the line again. This is the most famous part of Quest for Al-Qaeda, even though this game is niche. It's so niche, am I right, guys? This is the most niche thing ever, man. We're all on Quest for Al-Qaeda. We're all on it. Now, this is dangerous. See, I only got 15 bullets left. I'm at 35 health. And, I only have 1 bullet left. What will I possibly do? I get, well, I try to run at this guy with the sword since I have armor. I think I'm fine. Then I get pump shot, and then he starts dancing, since they do that apparently. I find the pipe bomb, try to conserve some ammo, and I end up blowing myself up very badly, and I just kind of wait for him to walk out. That doesn't really work. Do it again, he dies. So C4 isn't too good, but I mean, I guess it's based on Duke Nukem, so it's not really too big of a deal. I accidentally shoot the camel. I'm kind of mad. I have 4 health again. Am I going to make the same mistake again? Yes, I am. And I get sniped. Alright, guys. I keep messing up the voiceover. Anyways, this is a very interesting run of the game. I run at this guy with the sword again. It didn't go wrong since I'm the GOAT. And, yep, I'm the GOAT of Duke Nukem 3D mods. Because I totally didn't have to look up how to jump. Coming up right here, by the way, I was running around for hours trying to press space on everything since, again, for some reason I thought this was a Doom mod. I've played Doom before. I haven't played Duke Nukem. And, I just keep going around, and I eventually search up how to jump in Duke Nukem, and but at first, though, I wanted to check the controls to see if I could change the keybind. I didn't even think they had keybind controls, but I eventually figure out how to jump, and I find the secret. Wow, man. This game, I got the chain gun, but it's not actually a chain gun. It's an M60, since you gotta go for the realism. And I end up finding these rocks. I don't know, very cool rocks. And I jump over the rocks. This is kind of hard to do with the arrow keys. I imagine doing like a Roblox hobby in this. Anyways, I'm killing this guy. And I see another shed in the distance, and I try to approach the shed, just to see what's inside the shed. A lot of video games have sheds. Half-Life has sheds, specifically Half-Life 2, and Quest for Al-Qaeda also has sheds. Now, I spent a little bit of time just trying to look up the controls, if you couldn't tell, from these very obvious statistics. I am very good at the video game. Alright, so basically, what happens next is I start shooting these guys. No, the music also changed, by the way. Very, very cool music. It kind of sounds like the oldest
This is
thing.
the same sound.
Ready for Is this video gonna get copyrighted since I sung that? YouTube, please do not strike me down. I make 5 cents on your platform each year from my Erminetis edit video. Thank you for the 100 views, by the way. I get more ammo for my shotgun after, all these strategies. And, I go ahead and shoot these guys. Since, shooting people is fun. In video games, by the way. In video games. Alright, so starting out in this mission, you really see the intense gameplay. I know I shoot this guy, I shoot him again, and it's really intense, honestly. Honestly, this is peak gameplay, and you're about to see something very smart. So I ran up to this guy, run out of ammo, and then I just straight up kill myself. Right, so starting out here, more intense gameplay, right? I think not to make the same mistake again. I see chain gun ammo, but I don't have the chain gun. So I go ahead and try to find the chain gun in this empty house. And this house actually isn't too empty, because it actually has a shotgun and a chain gun cannon. I feel like that's probably with Jesse Petrilla's games. Very easy level design most of the time. You can just kind of skip through missions. You can skip through areas, and at least this game, I don't know about the other ones. I barely remember playing them. I'm not gonna lie. Well, this Duke Nukem mod in particular, you can just skip a lot of mission areas. As you will see in my score count, it will be pretty low, actually. Yeah, you can just skip all the way over there. You can just, go avoid all the houses, and you can complete the mission. And if you check my completion time, it is near par, but with less enemies killed. And continuing on to the next mission, the final mission. Continuing on this epic journey in the final mission, I notice I have 33 health again. Yeah, I try to shoot these guys with the shotgun, but they're a bit far away, and I kind of underestimate how far away they are, and I just completely get shot. This is probably one of the best design levels, though. I do like the atmosphere it gives, and this time I actually think, and I actually shoot them from below. Because they can't shoot me, but I can shoot them for some reason. And I have to click a lever to open the door, which I do, and I can finally progress. Yeah, this game is very narrow level design. I have the sword again. I rushed through to kill this guy, and there's no ammo, but there is a med kit, so it does bring me a bit more. And interestingly, I find something very interesting. I go to a dark room and I jump up and I find okay, well, I find I found the destroyer. Yep. So I proceed to mag dump on one single guy, and he gets destroyed. Like, he completely obliterated. He just exploded. That guy has no remains left. And I cannot go up the ladder. I don't know why I thought there was a ladder thing. And then the text says, after fighting your way past Al Qaeda guards, you find a small, weak little man wearing a turban. He says to you, hum hum hum. Then you realize the man is Bin Laden. You quickly jump on him and beat him into submission. Years of that await him. You have completed your mission. Hum num num. And I finally beat the mission. I think I was below par time. I am a speedrunner of this game. Please put this in the world record. Alright, so continuing on with the first website, we go questshorturl.com, and this brings us to a very interesting page. Very, very interesting. When you go modern day, it goes to a by the way, I'm using a VM since I'm not trying to get hacked, and it goes to a gambling site. Yes, a gambling site, which used to be the Quest for Al Qaeda website. This goes further though. If you go back to 2000, And 2, you can check the website Hunt for Bin Laden. And you can see the video game that was previewed here. It's a very, you can really see how old this is from 2002. And if you click on Quest for Hussein, it gives you a mod for Duke Nukem. Not to be confused with Quest for Saddam. Do not confuse it. They're not the same game. And when you go to 2003, hey, there you see Quest for Saddam, man. It's a game. I did play that, but I'm not making a video on Quest for Saddam. Probably not. I won't expect that from me, honestly. Novice, intermediate, and advanced, because the Quest for Saddam community has been starving since 2003. And the website went defunct around 2006. And it was a military forum for some reason. And, yeah, but they also talk about Tekken. I don't know if troops like Tekken. Until in 2009, it became, or 2000 something, became questforsaddam.com. Search for net best online stores, best services, and the best details, all here in one convenient location. Look for the ridiculous in everything. Until 2014, or around 2014, it shut down completely. It's forbidden. I don't really know what happened. And 2024 was bought up again to whatever this is. Sample page. They really didn't try with whatever this is. I don't know what a Tudes is. And it became a gambling website. An Indian gambling website. And then what we saw today. A Thai gambling website. It is. No, it isn't a Thai gambling website. There's more intense lore to this, though. If you go to their mirror website mentioned, you actually see something way more interesting. Is this 2002? Okay, no, it's 2003. Quest for Al-Qaeda is no longer available from this website. Please visit Quest for Saddam for the new Quest for Saddam, which is a mirror link. It's just the same thing. And if you go here later, it shows you what happened to Pumpin' Pat's mama. Very interesting name, by the way. January 2004, it became a... I don't know, it's a website of just stuff that redirects you to other things. And then it got bought out by whatever Direct NIC is. This has been Wombius, and I have showed you Quest for Al-Qaeda. This is how you end the video.